Alright guys, so in this video we're going to be covering how to use an outbound dialer, an AI dialer inside of the year of 2025, and how I'm just using it personally for myself. So this video, you can either use this for yourself or maybe, in your own business, or maybe even clients of yours, as this works both ways. And it's probably personally saved me thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars that I haven't had to spend on actual ISAs or actual, real-time setters or callers to call my leads, as I completely save all this time using AI. And it's obviously way more efficient, it's way easier to manage, and it's way cheaper as the process goes as well. So in this video, I'm going to be covering Synthflow, which is a very, very popular, probably one of the most popular AI caller platforms on the market. And I would say personally, it's going to be the easiest solution you're going to use to connect to your CRM, which can then go call yours or your clients' leads. And also, I'm going to, in this video, show pretty much A to Z exactly how I set up my own assistants and AI just assistants that will be calling the leads. And at the end, I'll also go over a demo and how to show you guys how you can literally call and test the bot live yourself. And you'll be able to hear that and do that then at the end as well. So I hope you enjoy this video. This is again pulled out of a very long 5-hour course I uploaded on this YouTube channel on how I sell AI to businesses and sell anywhere from 5 to 10 grand upfront for it. So you can check that out. I'll put that into the description. And also, if you want to work directly with me and learn more about how you can sell these solutions to businesses, I'll also leave a link below in the description for you to check out there too, as that's where you can work with me and you can scale your own business from there. But that being said, hope you enjoy this video and let's jump into it. Alrighty guys, welcome to section 7, which is the AI caller walkthrough. This is a pretty long awaited video, I think, because a lot of people don't really know how to connect AI callers to GoHighLevel, then use it for their clients and build it all out. It's et cetera, right? So let's quickly jump into it, as it's going to be a ton to cover here in this hopefully fast video. So firstly, we're going to be talking about A to Z Synthflow setup. I spelled S-Y-N, it's S-Y-N-T-H, but I like to say Synthflow. So Synthflow is essentially the biggest AI caller, the best AI caller, and the most simple AI caller out right now. I think there are better AI callers, but they cost, the integrations and the stuff you have to set up on the back end is way too beyond the average kind of person's just knowledge base, I guess, in their head. And it's like, you need to be kind of this tech wizard to do it. And with Zapier connecting a billion automations with code, I'm not going to go into that here today. Synthflow is literally what you need. It connects to GoHighLevel exactly into the snapshot that I've given you guys. And that being said, I'm going to just kind of show how it's all connected. So second is going to be connecting to GoHighLevel, like I just said. So it's all going to connect pretty seamlessly. It's very easy. And then lastly is just best practices to know with AI callers. So I'm going to just kind of quickly show you guys. You guys can just follow along as I set this stuff up. So this is the website right here. You guys can just click on it like so. This is the website. You can click login, or you can just click free trial. What I'll show you guys is there's a few different plans. Their plans are kind of weird. I don't like their plans. So I would have just start with the starter plan. Okay, so it's $30 a month. This will give you only 50 minutes. So it's enough for you to kind of test yourself, etc., etc. And then once you start to get clients, you can just quickly upgrade to the pro plan, but then you can have multiple clients under one pro plan. So, for example, you could have 3 clients under this $450 a month plan, and then plus you get like 2 weeks free. So that's pretty convenient there as well. But just start with this. This is what I'm on right now, very transparently. And, it's very good for just testing. That's all I need. Second is going to be, once you've signed up and you've gone into everything you need to do, I've already made a couple AI bots and I've kind of tested with it here. This is what it's going to look like. And in high level, what I want you guys to do is just have your automations tab open like so. And then we're going to quickly just firstly go into creating your AI assistant, the AI agent that you're going to build. And then from there, we'll kind of just go from there. So firstly, we're going to create assistant. Up to you guys. You guys can check out the templates, quick assistant setup. You guys can do this too. So I'm just going to do start from scratch, as it's just more simple. I'm going to do outbound. You can also do widgets, which is like a chat widget, I believe, and then also inbound, so just a phone number that people can call, and you're essentially, that phone number is just, it's almost like a front desk. If you wanted to set up a front desk for a business, you do inbound, because then anyone who calls that number, you'll just have the AI caller waiting there. Now, I'm going to name this just Carson testing. Okay, you guys can name it whatever you want. Image doesn't really matter. Voice engine version 1 is fine. This is in beta, so I'm just going to do the 1.0. AI model, ChatGPT 4.0. So you can do Synthflows, you can do GPT 4.0 mini. This is recommended, so I just do whatever they have recommended at the time. So me filming this right now, it's just 4.0. Time zone, I'm Pacific time, so you guys can make it whatever time zone you want. Knowledge base, we're going to get to that in a second, so don't worry about that, because we will make one, as it's really, really important. And that's kind of it there. And then we can go over to voice. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but I'll quickly play like a little demo of what the voice sounds like.
Hey there.
Maybe she'll play again.
Hey there.
Yeah, so that's kind of what it sounds like. Now, you can change voice to a bunch of different other voices. You can, I think, hover like this.
Hey there.
Yeah, I don't like that sound. I think this one is fine. You can use males, you can use females, all here. Completely up to you. And then you can kind of test it. I'm just going to use Natasha, Valley Girl. I think this is the default one. This is the one I think they just recommend regardless. Patience level, I have it 1 second. Or 1 second, and all these kind of settings you can test around with yourself. I just recommend starting with the default settings they give you, because this is just the most tested ones. This is what I would do. And the voice prompting, you can kind of just keep this how it is. You don't really have to change anything. That's fine there. Call configuration, I wouldn't have any pause before speaking, because you want the delay as less as possible. You don't want some big delay. Max idle duration, 15 seconds is fine. This is the assistant will disconnect after this period of just idleness. So if you don't want to be spending a bunch of money, because you will be charged per minute that this is on the call with it. So it's up to you. You can do however you want here. I just do 15 seconds. Honestly, a lot of their default settings are already pretty much made for you. Idle reminders, you can change this if you would like. Speaker boost, not going to do that. Limit call, I'm not going to limit that, because there's some people who will obviously want to go longer and talk with the AI agent and just make sure maybe they have a couple questions. The AI agent will answer about your client's business. And then from there, you can pretty much just have them get booked into an appointment. And then enable recordings is good, and also transcripts, because you can go super deep. And I'm going to give a resource here in this video if you want to go super, super deep on all this stuff, like back into high level on the contacts field, literally transcribing the entire call and like giving all the key points. You can do all that, and I'll kind of go into that here very shortly. But greeting message, you can change this however you want. So if I quickly do this, you can ask Copilot. So this is what I recommend. And by the way, you will have to add a number, so I'll go into that in a second. Quickly ask Copilot, and Copilot is an AI that will essentially help you. So you can see here, I'm happy to assist you. Here are some common questions to get started. Please tell me the specific objective of your outbound calls. So we're going to just say booking appointments. Now, let's gather some essential foundation. This is where you're going to talk about probably your client's company, just giving it a little bit. I'll just say I am a marketing agency owner of 20, let's say of 10 years. I help real estate agents get more home buyers and sellers through paid advertising on social media. You could go super deep into this stuff. This is also where you make a knowledge base, because in the knowledge base that you connect to your agent, you can say things like, oh, how long have we been a company? Who's the founder? Yada, yada, yada. So you can go really deep in there, and I'll kind of jump into that in a second. Company information, boom. Once we have additionally, we'll need to consider objection handling. Could you specify the role of AI voice assistant? I want the AI assistant to help. You could say qualify. I'm just going to say help book, inbound, or I guess just book realtors into my calendar that have opted into my ads and want help growing their business. Cool. Like so. This will go. Now you have a chart. Here it is. Boom. Boom. Let's outline script structure. We'll get it now. Again, guys, this is kind of just, I'm just talking with the AI here to get as much possible, because I'll use this in my prompt. So the prompt here, which is what we're getting, the prompt is kind of what the AI is making for us. Let's proceed by the script structure, focusing on the appointments. Boom. Let's say looks good. Okay. You can look more into this stuff, guys, on your end. I'm just going to make this as quick as possible because I don't want to waste a bunch of time. But this is probably what you're going to do for your first few agents and for your clients. As I'll make my face bigger now. Synthflow is really not that hard to set up, guys. It is pretty simple, actually. It's easy. So prompt start here. Cool. We'll just copy like so. And you can also just click insert prompt. Boom. So now we'll click, I think that already just saves itself. Easy. There's that. Now prompt, cool. Actions. So during the call, the whole action is going to be to book. And I'm going to go into this in a second because we're going to connect high level to this. And it'll make a lot more sense once we do that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to assign this a number. So we go to deployment right here. This is just a phone number I added. You should probably buy a number if you haven't already. So I think it was like $1 to do. Let me see. There was a way to buy numbers. Let me just see if I can. Yeah, right here. Phone numbers. You click new phone number. You can purchase a phone number, and then you can kind of just look up and just take whatever you want from here. You can also import custom numbers, and you actually, I think, can connect Zapier Twilio as well. For most of you that are familiar with Twilio, Twilio's, you can just buy your own custom number on there. Maybe it's a local number or whatever. You just connect it here. This is through the enterprise plan. Again, I'm only on the $29 a month plan, so it's fairly kind of just basic here. But this works, honestly, and it doesn't get marked as spam. I was testing it literally earlier today, and it was working just fine. So now that we have our prompt, the only other thing I want to do here is add a knowledge base, okay? So I made a knowledge base earlier today, but let me go over here. We'll just quickly make it right. This new one, name can be, Carson, knowledge base 2. So this is what we want to give info essentially to the bot, just background on the company, right? So trigger for RAG search, enabling this feature knows locate sources more efficiently. This is like questions and stuff you can add, user or maybe other person asks questions about my company. Something like that. I mean, that's kind of basic. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add document, blank document. This is going to be knowledge base. And then you're going to talk everything about your company in here that you want to add for the bot to know. So we have been in business for 10 years. Our founder name is Carson Reed. Okay. You can also do, let's think here. You guys can do anything. I mean, business name is Carson LLC, right? You can just do whatever you want here. Click upload, and I would make it a lot bigger than that. I'm just doing this for the sake of this video. Cool. Now that that's added in knowledge base 2, this is kind of like the big knowledge base. You can also upload PDF files or actually scan stuff from websites. So if you have a big website where you talk about a lot of stuff, you can also do that there. So we're going to go back over to the assistant, Carson testing, configure, knowledge base 2. We're going to save that. Boom. You can also have a custom vocabulary, filter words, all this stuff if you want to add it. Again, not really needed. Now, all that is set up here. So now what's next is we're going to connect GoHighLevel. So just also make sure, guys, by the way, what I'll add is where it says, I'm losing it now with the phone numbers. Here. With the phone numbers, just make sure you attach your phone number here. Again, you can buy them for like $1 on Synthflow, or if you have a higher plan, you can connect your Twilio, add custom numbers, and just connect like so. Caller ID, you don't really, you can add one if you want. I'm not going to. And you can also add webhooks if you want as well. I'm not going to for the sake of this video, just because I'm making this as simple as possible for you guys, and you don't need to have all that. Now, we're going to connect high level. So what we're going to do over here is we're going to go over to, by the way, there's a lot of features and there's tons of features in Synthflow. You can have like actions, send SMS stuff, workflows, like it's really, really packed in here. If you want to explore it, you can. I'm just going to talk about the basics of what you need to know with calling and setting up your fulfillment. So we're going to click on GoHighLevel right here. And then you're going to click install app like this. Okay. I don't know if it's going to pop up if I do this, but yeah, you're just going to make sure you're signed in to your GoHighLevel. So this is just marketplace.gohighlevel.com. Sign in with your GoHighLevel account. And once you do that, you're going to just be able to, it's going to prompt you and say, let me just see if I just do it real quick. Cool. Oh, well, it's not. I already did it earlier, so I think that's why it's not doing it. But what you're going to do is you're just going to click the sub account you want it to connect to. And once you've done that, again, you're on the $297 plan, so you should be able to do this just fine. And then I also, in the snapshot I give to you guys with the link, I'm going to give you this automation and stuff to have, but it should show up here once you've added it to your sub account through the marketplace like this, which is voice AI. And what this is going to allow you to do is actually set up a pretty cool automation to go right into automations. And then the second a lead opts in, this could be for your client, whatever it is, you can choose the trigger. The second a lead opts in and you want to call them, you can set up a super simple automation to do so. So I just have this title here, new lead AI caller. So Facebook form, someone submits the lead. So like I showed you guys in kind of the demo, John client, boom, pages, Carson Reed. So this will be like your Facebook page. And then maybe this is your Facebook lead form that you have connected, or maybe you're doing just someone books a call. You want to call them and confirm, hey, just making sure on the call, you'll make a custom agent for that, guys. So you make another assistant like so, strictly for maybe 24-hour call reminders. Literally, you can do all this stuff. It's super customized. It's super good. I like that. But what we do here is, so this is the trigger. You choose the trigger you want. So whether it be lead ops in or lead books a call, I'm going to let that be up to you. Obviously, this depends on everyone's different situation. And you're going to click select action here. You're going to scroll all the way down once you've imported it. And then it's going to say Synthflow.ai, AI phone assistant. Okay, you're going to click this. And then boom, now you have all this information. I already did this right here. I might have to kind of block out some of the information I gave in here because it's kind of I think my API key and stuff. But once we're in here, this is all we need to have. So first, once you've added this trigger or this action, obviously, you're going to have all these sections and you're going to kind of copy what I do here. So this resource right here, by the way, I'll have this linked. You guys can just see the link up at the top. This is a super, super helpful video if you want to go super in depth into creating a lot of the stuff in the automations as he kind of walks you through it. But I'll give you guys the basic 101 rundown of what you need to do. So go back up to your assistants. You're going to click on your agent. You're going to click on deployment. Okay. This is how I got to this page. Obviously, this is where you install the stuff in the integrations. So into your high level, back where I was at right here. But right up here, you've got your ID, copy model ID. You've got that right here. You copy that. You come over here, and you're going to put it right here. Okay. And I think I'm saying that correctly. Or actually, no, I don't think. Oh, yes, I am. Yeah. So you click that ID, and you just paste it right here. Okay. And then now next is if we click on this, you have your API key right here. You're going to copy your API key from this, and then you're going to go right over here and paste your API key. Now for the phone and name, all you want it to be is contact.phone_raw. And then for the name, it's just going to be contact.firstname. Okay. You can also do this inside of here. So if we go up to contact, there's phone raw format right here. And then name, of course, contact, and just first name, like so. So now it knows the first name, obviously, when they're calling. That'll be the first thing the agent says, which is, hey there, first name, right? And of course, you can edit that within the script inside of Synthflow as well. So now once you click Save Action, you can publish this automation. Okay, cool. And for probably just testing purposes, I'll quickly add like a form submitted right here from high level so I can quickly just have it call my own phone number. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. So this is just a regular form I have in high level just for the sake of showing you guys actually how this works. What we can do is we can just click Test Assistant like so. But in order to do that, I'm going to go over here. So you can actually just call it yourself like here. So if I click Test Assistant, I'm going to blur out my phone number and stuff right here. But Carson Reed. Let me see. Okay, call me. So let's see, guys, if it calls me. It definitely should. Okay, boom. Now it calls me. I think you guys can see through my thing here. It's like so. So pretty simple. You can test it there. You can talk with it there. You can change it depending on whatever it's saying. Maybe you do like it, don't like it, whatever it is. But I have a form in high level I'm going to quickly test with you guys here because this will make things super, super, super simple. If I click preview, Carson Reed, I put in my phone number and carsonreed.com. Okay. Actually, so now that I put that form, as you guys see over here, as I put form submitted as a trigger, I want to show you guys for context, it should call me. Make a phone call. You just give it a second. Boom. Like that. So that's why the trigger is super important. You guys have this set up here. Again, you guys can do whatever you want for your trigger. This is going to depend on your situation, what you have. And of course, I can pick up and then I can obviously call it and talk with it. And then you can edit based on your talk time, right? But don't use up all your 50 minutes because obviously you're limited to your time just with it's a very, very cheap plan. But it's all in the prompt. You can edit the prompt and you can also edit the knowledge base as well. And then here's where you see a dashboard of everything inside. Okay. You can set this up at any trigger. For example, I'll show you guys one more inside of your demo appointment reminders. You can do that exact same setup. So you guys have this automation, let's say 24 hours before you want to give it a call. You go down over here, you scroll all the way down over here, make a phone call, and then you literally can just make your own separate assistant for your client where its prompt is strictly to just make sure this person shows up in 24 hours. You can still just link the same knowledge base to it so it knows kind of the basics of like, hey, why is this person showing up? What's the meeting for? And then you just put the same information here, make sure the model number and API key are as for the new agent. And then from there, you can click save, and now it'll call people 24 hours before their appointment and make sure they show up. Okay. And then if not, you can also reschedule them. So here's the last thing I want to show in this quick tutorial. So when on call, obviously the whole goal is to get them to book in on a call. So actions is going to be during the call. Action is going to be real-time booking. Okay. Now you're going to click this, GoHighLevel, and then once this is obviously already connected into your sub account, like I showed you guys through the marketplace that you quickly install, and that should be over here in the bottom left, it will be able to read your calendar and you'll be able to choose which calendar you want to put it in. So demo calendar, intro calendar. This is going to be where Synthflow will be picking times from and pulling times from to book people into, right? So if I click next, like so, this, you can obviously make sure the time zone's correct. You can customize this stuff. Click save and attach, and you're good. So during the call, it's going to book into this calendar. You can name it whatever you want, just maybe like demo calendar or whatever. And obviously you can do that. You can do custom actions. You can do calls transfers. You guys can do a bunch of stuff. Okay. But in GoHighLevel, that's essentially all you need to know. That's really the agent setup as full. I don't think I'm missing anything. I guess the best practices I'll tell you guys with these AI callers is just make sure you're compliant, right? Don't be cold calling tens of thousands of people. It'll cost a lot of money. But with Synthflow also, I would say as a best practice, get on the $29 a month plan, test it out a little bit if you would like for your first couple clients or for your first client. And then once you have obviously a big client or a client that needs over 50 minutes, or maybe you want to test beyond 50 minutes, upgrade your plan and you'll be able to have a lot more agents with obviously a lot more clients under it, and then you'll be good to go. So guys, I think that's really it for this video. Hopefully this has made sense. Tasks after this video is just follow these steps and make sure your own AI dialer is set up right, and then you can kind of test this stuff, because once you have your first client, maybe test it for yourself for a couple hours like I showed you right here. Make sure it works the automations and it's all good to go. And guys, I think that's it. So hopefully this made sense. Hopefully the snapshot and everything you guys have from me helped in this video. Hopefully I walked you through the basics of how to do it. And that being said, guys, I'll see you in the last section. And yeah, I'll see you guys there.